Uh, this will be our module 5. Topics which we are going to look into today will be on enumerations and basics of enumerations. Um, Enumeration is one topic which we actually see in the advanced Java section, right? And once once we are familiar with the classes and objects, uh, exploring much of the concepts regarding towards these class and objects via the enumerations and collections and framework, and it goes on. So yeah, enumerations was not actually there in the previous versions. We started to have this enumeration from the fifth version. It is JDK 5. So if you ask me what exactly is an enumeration, enumeration is a set of or a list of constants, or it's a list of named constants, right? These are the variables, or these are the constants which do not change, right? Or you can also call it as these are the final variables. Okay, so what is that uh, enumeration and how do we declare it? For now, when it comes to the types, we have arrays, we have many other data structures to hold any of the fixed values, right? Like fixed values in the sense the constant values. So enumeration here gives us the same facility, but we can use or apply much more um, uses, right? We can extract the uses from it. So enumeration will be declared with a keyword called as enum, and followed by the enumeration name. So enumeration name here for this particular code or this example is Apple, right? Apple has many varieties actually. So here we have Jonathan, Golden Dell, Red Dell, Wine Sap, Cortland. So these are the varieties of apples which are available. And here these 5 varieties are actually constants, right? So these are called as enumeration constants. So uh, like the way how the class or the objects can be created from the class, we can also create enum objects, right? We can also create some objects related to the enum. So furthermore, with this, in this case, Apple is one of our examples. So once we have the enumeration, we have to create the related type of that, right? So how do we create the type? We have the enumeration name, that is with our example here, Apple is our enumeration name and its type is AP. So we are declaring that particular enumeration variable so that whenever you want to deal with any of the examples, whenever you want to get any information out of these enumerations, you can access via this particular type, whatever you have declared. So AP is a variable and it's of enumeration type and belonging to the enumeration Apple. All right, so next is if you want to get any of the information, say, what is there a red Dell which is present over here? Yes, you can get it. You can get it using the type of whatever it has. For example, this assigns with a new value. If you want to add any of the values, if you assign this value, which is of enumeration type Apple, so this can easily hold what exactly we are actually talking about, because AP is a variable type of Apple and it can hold similar types which are belonging to that particular enumeration. Okay, so so assigning in the sense you're assigning via the enumeration with the dot operator followed by the constant, whichever you have. So two enumeration constants can be compared using this comparison operator here, or which we call it as assigning operator, where we can compare whether AP whatever we have previously, what do we have? Red LV is what we have, and followed by is it equal to whatever we have with the other one, the golden del, right? And it goes on. You can also use the switch statements using the enumerations. So here, whenever you're using a variable, and that variable should be of type Apple enumeration. Okay. So whatever the cases which you actually are using it, for example, AP is of Apple, and AP can hold the value what? AP can hold the variable Jonathan, Golden Dell, Red Dell, Winesap, and Cortland. So these are the 5 types of variables which it can actually hold. So yeah, using the switch statements, we can use this enumeration and gradually use in our application. So the case is that the name of the enumeration constants which are used without being qualified by the enumeration type name, that is winesap, uh, not apple.winesap. I hope you understand here. Here it is not like assigning whatever we have the value. Whenever you want to assign, you use equated with apple.winesap. But whenever you're looking for it, you can straight away give the enumeration constants. Why? Because as the type here, AP is already fixed with the enumeration. No need of calling this with the enumeration. Okay. So that's how the switch statements work whenever it is matched with the cases. With these enumerations, you can write down your code and end it with the break as usual. So when an enumeration constant is displayed, such as print using the printing statement, you have to give in the format of whatever the value which you have, that is whatever the enumeration dot what exactly is the constant. Okay, so we have a small example how it looks like. We'll look into this particular example here. So yeah, this is a program dealing with the enumerations, the first part. And as you can see here, execution of a program always starts from where? From main. But we also have a enum class, which is enumeration of particular name of apple, and it has these constants which it can identify. So we are creating a type of enumeration, that is AP. We are assigning that AP is equals to Redl, and here I'm printing out what do we have in AP. So obviously we get to see that Redl is what the answer, which we will be seeing over here in the first line. Then followed by I'm reassigning AP as Golden Dell. Always remember, you cannot actually assign any other values apart from these. That's one beauty of the enumeration. We cannot assign any other values apart from these which are actually defined. So now my new AP is Golden Dell, and I'm checking out with if AP is equated with is the same as that of the Golden Dell. Yes. So for our condition here, AP is equals to Golden Dell, and system.out.println the second statement which we are going to display is AP contains Golden Dell. Now we are putting it into the switch statement, and AP is what do we have in AP type? We have Golden Dell, and the case Golden Dell will be selected. Golden Delicious is LO is what will be displayed, and obviously the control comes out of this statement. All right, so once I run it, so I'll be looking into the output of value of AP will be equal to whatever it was assigned, that is Red Dell. Red Dell AP contains Golden Dell, and Golden Delicious is yellow is what our output will be looking like. All right, so similarly, if you want to change any of those objects, you can easily change. For now, what I'll do is I'm not going to assign this value. I'll comment it. So once again, I run it. This AP is no more equated with Golden Dell. Why? Because previously it was assigned with Red Dell, and automatically that value will no more be present in AP. This statement will be a false statement, and this statement will not be like printed. Straight away it goes for the AP. And now what do we have in AP? AP we have the Red Dell. So what do we have in Red Dell? Red Delicious is red. So Red Delicious is red. All right. So this is what exactly the enumerations look like. So I'll give some other value which is not present in my enumeration automatically, you see that red L1 cannot be resolved as it is not a field. That means you have to choose only those values which are present in the enumeration. All right, this is one program which is actually dealing with or starting with the advantages of using the enumerations. Right, so as we saw with the output of these, next following with the enumerations, we have something called as values and values of methods. We'll try to understand what these values and values of methods actually specify. So all enumerations automatically contain two predefined methods. That means whenever using enumerations, these two are already present. Which are those? One is values and the other one is values of by default. Right? Why? Because these two methods are utilized in order to print whatever we have in those particular enumeration, right? So enumeration type dot the function name will return few values, right? We'll try to understand how exactly this program works. So before that, we'll try to understand what we mean by values method. So the values method returns an array that contains a list of enumeration constants. Remember, my enumeration is not an array, but calling this values method will be returning a array that contains the list of enumeration constants. Got it? So here, this is the syntax. So what will be my return type here? Return type will be your array whenever you call the method. You got it? So what does the values method return? Values method will return the array. So what does that array contain? The array contains the list of all the enumeration constants. What about the values of method? What does the value of method return? The value of method return the enumeration constant whose value correspond to the string passed in the string. That means this values of method is actually looking for a particular parameter. So whichever parameter you send it over there, that corresponding value will be returned. So what is the return type here? It's the same as that of the enumeration type. All right. So the case of the apple enumeration shown earlier, the return type of apple dot values of wine sap is wine sap itself, because we don't have any values for that as of now, not assigned. So wine sap will be the wine sap itself. So we'll try to understand the beauty of this particular uh, okay. This is the one. Okay, so this Apple type 1 is already like defined. That's what it says in our previous example. So what we'll do is I'm just changing it of all the values of apples. Okay, and apple over here. Even this is apple 1. Any other place where we have neglected already defined? Okay, we have a small issue here. Mm, Okay, into project clean, clean.